Joe. Broke Joe will not appear on any show until changes are made. But he will continue to supply video evidence of the California elite to the Chaz, the only person who will show it. Well, that's flattering. Item 1, the Macedo strong-arming puppet promoter, Peter Murphy. I like Peter Murphy. He loves to go after Peter Murphy. I like Peter Murphy. I mean, he could be pulling off just business. I mean, the just business thing covers up a lot of stuff. But I like Peter Murphy. I think he's trying. Peter Murphy into not counting the dash to benefit the Tarleton and Roth cards. We've seen this over and over where they reset the Roth cars. The dash didn't count. They literally discounted the dash and just lighting people up. Item 2, drivers. Well, let's just go ahead and look at it. Fine, Joe, you win. So this is the dash at Hanford, I believe, earlier this year. And what Joe is talking about is this dash was supposed to line up a certain way. Justin Sanders and certain people were supposed to be up front, but and he's always pointing out the money on the track. Obviously, you see the money on the track here. You see the Golubic NOS car, the Tarleton 21, the Roth car, and Justin Sanders, the oddball out's what he's alluding to. And this dash they rode out onto the track, the drivers couldn't line up properly. They couldn't figure it out. That's the actual lineup. So it's supposed to be Sanders, Golubic, Matson, and Macedo. Since Carson Macedo did not want to line up there, they line up as they were told. They race the dash. Sanders wins. Golubic second, Macedo third, Matson fourth. But then come to the A main, and they straight up just wait. Where's it at? They went back to the lineup that apparently there was a situation where the Tarleton, as Joe describes it, the Tarletons and the Roth and the money cars went and bitched at Peter Murphy and said that lineup was wrong. We were supposed to start up front in that dash. The result shouldn't count. They tossed the dash out of the entire night, basically. They canceled the dash and lined up the A main based on the points that they were told were correct by Tarleton and Roth, the people in those camps. And so they lined the A main up like this to start. So that's one. That's what Joe's talking about as far as the elite putting Peter Murphy in a puppet situation. Obviously, there is a big Tarleton sign at the track. Obviously, Roth is in the Central Valley area. Or Central California area, whatever they call that. And this was, probably a big mistake Peter Murphy didn't want to have happen, but Joe sees it as the California elites and the money pushing people around to get their way. Carson Macedo's and everybody. So now he says item number 2, putting a driver's health in danger to benefit Shane Golubic by not allowing a race restart. By not allowing a late race restart with Justin Sanders in the 121 running second. So he is saying here that there should have been a late race restart. Sanders is in second in the 121. Shane Golubic is leading in the 22 car. A driver is on fire into the infield, on fire, under the car, burning. And he's saying instead of them throwing a caution right here, we're still green, he's saying. This is all for Shane Golubic, he's trying to allude. Because they are saying, or he is saying, that everyone knows or thinks or believes that if Justin Sanders would have been able to catch Shane Golubic or have a restart here with Shane Golubic, that there was a chance that he could pass Shane Golubic. And he is saying that they didn't throw a caution to help a driver on fire in the infield. They ran an additional lap on the track to the white flag right here. They stayed green to protect Shane Golobich's victory, to make sure he gets the win, that there's no restart for Justin Sanders to potentially take that win away. And they put a driver's life on. I almost want to laugh because you see this image as he gets to checkered. You see, this image says it a lot. I mean, I hate to say this, California guys, but he's got a point. We got a checkered flag here with cars going around the track. And you look at the image of the checkered flag waving, and in the background you see a car spewing fire out of the hole. Look at this fire back here as there's cars full speed around the track. That is really bad, California. That's really, really bad. You asked about what's Joe's problem. I mean, this is literal fuel for the fire of a Joe Von Schriltz CA Elite type of conspiracy thought. This is, what is it, Building 7 that just came down like a controlled demolition in 9/11? This is fuel to the fire for people to think that it's a setup. I mean, this is real. So Sanders is in second. I guess he started deep in the field. Oh my God, this is bad. Driver on fire, flames billowing out of the car. This is 2 to go. He's coming to the white flag. So they didn't throw a caution right now, coming to the half lap just now to the white flag. And they're staying green while a driver is on fire in the infield. And then this shot at the end with the flames literally shooting up out of the vehicle out there in the background as the cars are full speed going around the track is just so bad for you people trying to say Joe's an idiot. This is what he's talking about. Oh my God, guys. What's the next one? And he said until changes are made. And here's the third one. Item 3. See here, item 3, trying to get Shane Golubich a win by allowing him to restart a race on a tire going flat. His slow pace causing a chain reaction, putting drivers at risk and tearing up thousands of dollars of equipment. So usually when a driver has their tire going flat, the officials tell them to get off the track because they know it's going to cause a wreck. So he is saying, and you can visibly see the right rear right there on the 17 car leading the field is flat. On the 17, you just had Dominic Scelzi tell him that it's flat. On the ground flat. And I just got through talking about Winger, how, you know, the car's going to lose all kinds of speed. It's going to go nowhere. And I believe Sanders is in the 16A. We talked about that car earlier. I don't know where Sanders is in this. I don't even really think that this is a Sanders defense situation. I think Joe's trying to say this is how much people in the series directing positions, the calls made on the speedway, this is how much they are favoring or allowing certain drivers to do things in favor of them. He's talking about favoritism. And the last one where you have cars burning as race officials are allowing things to stay green. And then you have this. Let's see the result of this going green on a flat right rear tire. Oh my God. This isn't going to work. Oh my. Maybe Sanders is in the 16. Why was that allowed? Let's see. Does Dominic go over to Shane? No. I think Dominic is a little pissed that they allowed that to happen. Dominic is a really good guy. He will say the right things. Like, Joe could be against what he was saying against the kid, but and Dominic has made mistakes and other drivers have made mistakes, but at least in this situation, he's definitely, it looks like he's a little heated about what they allowed. This is the replay from the broadcast again. Completely flat right rear tire. He just goes in there, and the car's not going to really handle. I mean, it's going to slow down. It's going to do that. Why are they allowing this to happen? According to Joe, it's just because there's people in directing positions that are playing favorites in a sport that is supposed to have rules that eliminate favoritism. That's what all sports are for. That's why they all have referees. You know, you're not supposed to play favorites. That's how proper, real competition acts. And he's fed up with it. And he's fed up with being called a Justin Sanders supporter and dick sucker because he says these things. I mean, there's a lot more cars in this wreck right here than Justin Sanders. And it seems like even a guy like Dominic Scelzi is on his side with stuff like this. I'm sure even Dom has said something privately. It's just when you go out publicly and you try to call out these things against the cartel elites of that area, you have a bigger problem. You get the chastised reactions that Joe has received.
This is how we do.